Good morning, class 12 children. So, today we are going to study chapter 5 Inheritance, Principles of Inheritance and Variation. And you can see in the background of the slide, yes, father of genetics, Krieger Johann Mendel. Well, we are going to cover up his experimental techniques, how he laid the foundation of genetics, what were the experiments performed by him, and how he explained the factors of genetics. Well, first of all, before starting up his experiment, he studied the process carefully, and he concluded that he should follow these three steps basically. What? First of all, in an experiment, he should select pure parents, then hybridize them, and finally, the generation he received from those two plants, he should self pollinate them. So, these were the basic steps followed by Mendel. Now, the seven contrasting characters that Mendel took in pea plant, which were actually a blessing for him because such a small plant it was having so many characters which helped him to lay the foundation of genetics. The seven characters, children, they have been mentioned in the black, they have been highlighted in black, and on the extreme left I have mentioned capital D and capital R, which denotes dominant and recessive. Dominant is जो अपने को एक्सप्रेस करता है और दूसरे को दबाता है, दूसरे की एक्सप्रेशन को, एंड रिसेसिव is the trait of a character which itself gets suppressed, जो खुद दबता है अगर dominant trait present. So Mendel when started his experiments, he found these seven contrasting characters. Okay, what? First, seed shape. When he was experimentizing, he saw maximum plants they were getting round seed shape. So he selected round seed shape as the dominant trait and wrinkled seed shape as recessive because it was less in number. Seed color. Maximum were yellow seeds in his experiment. So yellow was considered by him dominant and green was considered recessive. Maximum plants their pod shape was inflated, फूला हुआ, ठीक है? So it was considered dominant, and few of them were constricted, so it was recessive. And similar for all rest of the four characters. Axial flower location means when the flowers they grow at the sides of the plant but not at the tip of the plant. Okay, the position of the flower is not terminal. So axial flower position was the dominant trait. This way you can study the seven characters chosen by Mendel to study. Now Mendel started with his, after the selection of these contrasting characters, he started with his first monohybrid cross, in which he studied only one experiment at a time. One character at a time. He studied only one character. Means, suppose in his farm he was growing 100 pea plants, so right now he was studying only height. Now in this experiment he started with those three basic steps. What? Selection of pure parent. So you can see here in the beginning, pure T ये एक one parent है, pure small t is the second parent. ठीक है, pure tall and pure dwarf are the two parents. They are hybridized with each other and they result in capital T small t, F1 generation with this genotype, capital T small t. तो capital T small t में dominant है capital T, तो it means small t will not express. So all the plants in F1 generation were tall. When these F1 generation plants were self-pollinated with each other, they resulted in a little bit different type of genotype and phenotype. Now what did they saw? He saw like अगर मेंडल ने सिर्फ बाहर से देखा फिनोटिपिकली फिजिकली ऑब्जर्वेबल कैरेक्टर्स को स्टडी किया प्लांट्स के, तो उन्होंने देखा कि out of 100, 75 plants were tall and 25 were dwarf in F2 generation, second generation में. अब उन टॉल को उन्होंने थोड़ा अंदर से डीप इनर साइड से स्टडी किया, मीन्स उनके जीन्स को जब स्टडी किया तो ही फाउंड उन 75 में से 25% वर प्योर टॉल जिनके पास ट्रेड था कैपिटल टी, 50% वर शोइंग हाइब्रिडनेस, मीन्स कैपिटल टी एंड स्मॉल टी था उनके पास। तो ऑल्दो वो बाहर से तो टॉल दिख रहे थे बट अंदर दे वर कैरिंग द रिसेसिव डॉफ जीन ऑल्सो, ठीक है, एंड इट वॉज ओनली 25% हु वर pure dwarf, small t. So Mendel concluded that in a monohybrid cross, the phenotype ratio is tall is to dwarf. Phenotypically बाहर से तो पौधे सिर्फ tall और dwarf दिख रहे थे, so tall थे 75% means 3 and dwarf for 25% means 1. So the ratio was 3:1. Genotypically the ratio was 1:2:1. Why? Pure tall is to hybrid is to pure dwarf. Pure tall you can see in F2 generation yellow color में capital T pure tall is only 1 in number. Capital T small t are 2 in numbers and they are hybrid, and small t is again 1 in number. So the genotypic ratio in monohybrid cross in F2 generation was 1:2:1. Important, you need to remember this. Now monohybrid cross में Mendel also came to some conclusions, but how? He took pure tall capital T and pure dwarf small t plant, and he received his first F1 generation with capital T small t, means all the plants were tall. When he self-pollinated them in F2 generation, he received mixed plants, tall and also dwarf, means both the traits were expressed. Now what he concluded in his experiment? He observed that in F1 generation, out of the 2 traits of a character, means tall and dwarf were the 2 traits of the character height. In F1 generation, only 1 character appeared, that is tall. And इसको प्रूव करने के लिए मेंडल ने रेसिप्रोकल क्रॉस भी किया, मीन्स इन द बिगिनिंग सपोज ही टुक मेल एज द प्योर टॉल एंड फीमेल एज द प्योर डॉफ, तो फिर उन्होंने उल्टा करके देखा, मीन्स फीमेल एज द प्योर टॉल एंड मेल एज द प्योर डॉफ, टू स्टडी दैट वॉज देयर एनी वेरिएशन when we took the sexes with the opposite characters in the second time. So उनको फिर भी same results मिले. So this way it was proved that in F1 generation, out of the 2 traits, only 1 expressed in monohybrid cross. In F2 generation, both the contrasting traits, both the traits were expressed, means tall and dwarf, both of them expressed in second filial generation, F2 generation. So Mendel concluded from this monohybrid cross, he derived 2 laws. Law of dominance, which was the first law. It states that if a plant, suppose, is having a hybrid character, okay, character में hybrid genes है, उसका जो genotype है उसमें different genes है for a character. So उसमें से one will be dominant, which will express itself and suppress the effect of the other one, and the second one will be recessive. Second was law of segregation, the second law, in which he stated that while segregation means during gamete formation, जब gametes बनते हैं पेरेंट्स के, ठीक है, तो उस वक्त जो traits of a character हैं they segregate independently. Means suppose pure tall था तो उसमें 2 capital T थे, so 1 capital T will go in one gamete and the second will go in second gamete, ठीक है. So there will be segregation of gametes independent of each other. They are not dependent on each other. The traits independently ये किसी भी gamete में जाएंगे and they will enter. So ultimately only one gamete will receive only one trait. One gamete, one trait of a character. So this was law of segregation, the second law. I hope it's clear.